Alright, so I've got my runnings now, and they are on full blast. I'll probably throw the bucket heater in now, just to get it up to temperature. We'll get it boiling as soon as possible. Just took a gravity reading with my refractometer, got 17.5 bricks, which is about 1.072. The target for this is 1.087, and right now I think I've got about 6.5 gallons in here. I don't have any markings on this pot to really know. So I'm okay with it coming out lower, but I was really hoping for something higher. So we'll see after the boil. I mean, I'm going to lose about a gallon, maybe a gallon and a half of water out of this thing. So it could end up in the 1.09 range for all I know. Not really used to using a refractometer either, or I'm not really even used to taking pre-boil readings because of the temperature difference. So really hopeful at this point. I'm also thinking about running some more water on this and maybe getting like a half batch and see if I can get some more sugar and maybe make I think you pronounce it Partaguile, which is like a small beer compared to what will be in here. But at the same time, it is 1:30 in the morning, so maybe I'll just be lazy and drain this and throw it out because I'm tired. Right now I am enjoying the remainder of a Stone Russian Imperial Stout, which is delicious. Had a lot of dark beers tonight. At this point, this is the last, no, not the last beer, last stout I have at least in the fridge. I've got the Long Trail double bag in there. I've also got my own beers on tap, so probably gonna have a couple more because at this point I've earned it. Otherwise, we'll just keep on chugging. The hop schedule is pretty intense. It's gonna be 60, 30, 15, 5, and flame out, I believe. So, not there yet though. Waiting for the boil. All right, so now I've got my my boil going here. I also ended up taking some of the wort and actually turning it into a yeast starter. I did make the mistake of putting the yeast in first before I cooled it down. Even right now, it's still pretty warm to the touch. This is the first time I've ever used my stir plate, and I had to make sure it was plugged in properly. That took a while to get it working, but it's working just fine now. So at this point, I think I'll just see what happened with this. I mean, I don't really know how hot it has to be to kill the yeast and make the yeast not work at all. I have another jar if I need it, and I can always run out and buy the Wyeast 1450 Smack Pack tomorrow if I need to. So that's no big deal. So I'm going to say that my boil has started at this point, which means that I need to start my timer, which I have right here. So let me just start that. Start. So that means I need to add just an ounce of Columbus to start, and that'll be these guys here. And man, that is really solid. Come on. Alright, good. So not too bad. Just stir those in. I like Columbus as a first edition. I don't know, Columbus for me gives this really there's great bitterness that just kind of like lasts on the back of the tongue for a long time. One of my favorites, especially for this beer. Really just any IPA in general. It's You know, whenever I drink an IPA, it's kind of, to me, it's like an event. It's like if I'm going to drink an IPA, I'm going to drink IPAs all night. And so if I decide to drink this one, it should stick around for a while. So that's my first edition. And then we've got another edition of Columbus at 45 minutes, Cascade at 15, along with Chinook, Amarillo, and Cascade at the end. So my battery's dying. Hopefully I get the rest of this on film. Alright, so we are at the end of the boil. We've got 1 minute left, and so that means I need to add 3 ounces of Cascade and 2 ounces of Amarillo. So here's the 2 ounces of Amarillo. And the 3 ounces of Cascade. Man, that smells good. So I will stir these in for about 30 to 40 seconds pretty much, and then it's time for the wort chiller. Man, looks good. There it is. That means it's over. Let's see if we can move this into the sink. Alright, so my boil is over. I brought the temperature down about as far as I care to go, right around just under 90 degrees. For me, that's good enough because honestly, I'm not putting the yeast in tonight, so this is good enough for my fermenter. I didn't really like what I did with my yeast initially, so I grabbed my second jar here. I got rid of the last one, and I'm going to make another yeast starter with this. I'm going to steal wort from here and put it in my Erlenmeyer flask, and this is just sanitizer in here, and make another starter because it was definitely too hot when I put the last jar in there. So that kind of made me sad that I wasted a jar, obviously, but at least I can reclaim some more from this batch, which is fine with me. So I'm going to put everything down into my fermenter right now, except for a little bit that I'm going to steal for that, and that'll pretty much be it. I will take a gravity reading, and that'll be it. I just took one a little while ago. It was really high for what I expected. I think it was 23 bricks maybe. So that's 1.094, I think it was, something around that area. So I'll get back to you with that, and that's pretty much it. Okay, one last shot here. Everything's kind of cleaned up. Got my yeast starter hanging out. Everything else is gone, except for my shipment of bottles. This is the spent grain, which I'll probably just dump out tomorrow. I keep everything back here. So we've got this guy right here, Smokescreen Black IPA, original gravity 1.094. So that's the guy right there. Also got another batch right there of the Black IPA that's in secondary. So we'll come back to it in a couple weeks or a week and transfer to secondary. And until then, happy brewing.